Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a camera from just after the Second World War. This camera was made from 1946 to 1949 and it's made in England, made by the Ensign company. And this is called Ful-View, and the reason for that name is obviously the viewfinder. A bit like a twin lens reflex, it has two lenses, a taking lens, which is the one on the bottom, and a viewing lens, the huge one on the top. And this big lens gives a very big bright view through the viewfinder. Doesn't really need a shroud, does it, because it's so bright. Square format, 6x6 on 120 film, so it gives you the 12 exposures rather than the 8 that you get on the 6x9 box cameras. Made out of metal. It doesn't have a proper mirror. It uses a piece of chrome coated metal as a mirror, so it's quite a robust camera. If you drop it, you're not going to shatter the mirror or anything in it. No electronics, no metering, very simple. To focus the camera, you've got basically three settings. You've got sort of 6 foot to infinity, and by turning the lens it comes out a little bit further. You've got 3 feet to 5 feet, and the closest focusing is 3 feet. And you can see as I turn the lens, it kind of winds its way back in. Very simple. It has a flash connection here for syncing, but this uses the company's own standard. It's not a traditional flash connector. Later cameras did have the more common flash connector that we know today, but this was their own type of flash connector. And it has what's called an IT shutter, so you've got T for time, so if I click the shutter, that's the shutter open, and that's the shutter closed. Or you've got the intermittent, which is around about a 30th of a second. Very quiet, very nice. And that is about it as far as working goes. So you focus and you take the picture. The aperture is fixed at around about f11. So to load the camera, on this side you've got lock and unlock, so we turn this, although it doesn't seem to want to turn. Lug straps, and then on this side should come off, but I bet you it won't, because it knows it's being recorded. Oh, it's very stiff. It's not seen use for quite a while, this camera, I don't think. I don't know whether it is actually locked or not. Should have done this bit off camera, really. Yeah, not the easiest thing to load and unload, especially when you're not particularly strong. There we go. It's coming. The whole of the insides comes out with it. So as you can see, this is the inside of the camera. Got the lens at the back. And you've got a viewing window here, and this has got a little disc that can cover over the viewing window. If you so desire, this is the locking mechanism on this side. It's just a simple twisting device. Goes in and twists. Nothing much to it. And this is obviously what's holding our mirror in at the top. So that's one part of it. This is the actual working gubbin, so this part goes at the top. When it goes in, it would slot in like so. So this is your film advance. Very simple. As I said, it takes 120 film, not 620. Only difference, you can use 120 in a 620 camera. If you wind the film onto a 620 spindle in the dark, use a changing bag or a fully darkened room, the 620 spindles are thinner in here, but they're still 120 film size, so you can still use 620 film cameras with a little bit of jiggery pokery. So this is the take-up spool. This is how you advance the film. Very simple. Have a roller top and bottom, and this is where your fresh film is going to go. So let's pop a roll of film in there. Got a roll of Sunny 16 wool, well Sunny 11 in this case, but that would slot into there, like so. You can pull this up over, film needs to be on this side, and then this would wind into our take-up spool, like so, and then we would wind this on. Like so. It doesn't sit very well in there, does it? Yeah, it's spindled in correctly. Very, very basic camera. So once that's in there, you insert it into here and close it up. There's no foam or anything in this camera, it's just engineered to be light tight, but it is like a biscuit tin. You just push it together. Lock is turned that way, there we go, and then all we would do then is open this window up, and hopefully we can just wind the film on until we get some arrows and some numbers. Not seeing anything. Oh, there we go, we get a black line. We just keep going. It's not the easiest crank in the world, I must admit. I prefer having a crank handle would have been a lot better. It's probably stiff through lack of use. And this should give us 12 exposures of 6x6. We've got an arrow and an arrow. And we just keep winding. And there's a number coming up, hopefully. There we go, number 1 in the middle. And then you can close this little window just to protect it. Not really a lot of point. But there you go, F11, the 30th of a second. That was HP5. So that's going to have a problem with exposures, I do believe. But there you go, folks, that's the camera for today. Rather beautiful, very different, very easy to handhold. Fantastic view, bright viewfinder on it, although this one's extremely dirty. But this was a camera for the masses. This was a fairly affordable camera. In this time, just after the war, film and photography was quite an expensive pastime. But yeah, there we go, folks. The Ensign Ful-View, the redesigned one. It's not the Mark II. The Mark II is slightly different. This is a Mark I, but this is the one that was redesigned just after the war. Camera for the future. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Comments, questions, queries down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff to keep the YouTube algorithm happy. And like I say, I look forward to seeing you in the next one.